Good morning. So today we went to Kedliston Hall and then back to Chatsworth for a final walk through the house before we leave tomorrow, which is so sad. Here we are driving to Kedliston. It takes a little while to get to Kedliston, so enjoy the driving and I'm just going to chat. Kedliston Hall is a neoclassical manor house. It was the seat of the Curzon family, and the medieval village of Kedliston was demolished in 1759 by Nathaniel Curzon to make way for the manor, and all that remains of the village is the 12th century All Saints Church. The current house was built in 1759 by Nathaniel Curzon and was designed by Robert Adam. Remember Robert Adam's name. Unfortunately, in 1977, due to the death of Richard Curzon, expenses made it necessary for the heir Francis Curzon to transfer the property to the National Trust. This house was originally meant to be built by Matthew Payne, who built Hookham Hall. The central part contains the state rooms and was intended for formal entertaining. The East Block, or Pavilion as it is known, was a self-contained country house for the family's private use, and the identical West Pavilion contained the kitchens along with domestic rooms and staff accommodation. There were plans to put two more pavilions on the house that mirrored the East and West Pavilion, and they were to include music room, conservatory, a chapel, etc., but they never got built. The north front is approximately 107 meters in length, Palladian in character, and dominated by the large six-columned Corinthian portico. The south front, which I didn't get pictures of, is neoclassical Robert Adam. Robert Adam is, quite frankly, one of my favorites. He designed a lot of the houses that we have visited over the years and hopefully plan on visiting again. Robert Adam had a huge thing for symmetry, so he would put doors on both sides of the room, or if you had two windows on one wall, you'd have to have two doors on the other wall in exactly the same position, and then you'd have to have like two doors on the other walls, even though potentially one of the doors in a room, or even two of the doors in a room, would be fake, but he was really going for that mirror image. And his ceilings. I absolutely love Robert Adams' ceilings. It always inspires me to go home and do a ceiling of my own. So you'll see a few ceilings here, but there are more of his ceilings in like Harewood House and places like that. You can go back and watch a video of Harewood if you want to. But I think they should like make it so you can lie down on the floor in some of these places so you don't get a crook at your neck from staring at the ceiling. The staterooms were recently restored based off the archives of the house to bring them back to life, and King George was expected in 1952, so they added an ensuite bathroom to the state bedroom, only to get notice the day before he was due to arrive that he wasn't coming. As well displayed in the house are some of George's or Lord Curzon's collections. He inherited the house in 1916 and was the Viceroy of India from 1899 to 1905. He had a large collection of Far Eastern artifacts, and normally as well on display is Lady Curzon's Delhi Dubar coronation dress of 1903, also known as the peacock dress. There's a picture towards the end. It's an absolutely stunning, stunning dress. It's caused quite a lot of controversy recently in the YouTube social media world. I have no other comment on it other than it's a stunning dress. But, you know, there is that. Do your own research. I'm not going to comment on it. But do your own research there. Usually the dress is kept at Kedliston. Unfortunately, it's on loan for a little bit and is not there at the moment, which was a little sad because the way it reflects light, it would be phenomenal to see it in person. Between Kedliston and Chatsworth, we came back to the hunting tower and had English breakfast style lunch. And we also changed locations on Friday, and we didn't want to take the raw sausages with us in the car, so we thought it would be better off if we ate them. Having had our lunch and a bit of a sit, we went around Chatsworth at 3 p.m. instead of the morning, which was very interesting. A lot of the rush had gone and it was much, much calmer. Even some of the guides recognized us, but we had been the last 2 days and they were a bit confused why we'd go round again, but who could resist going round again, really? We had a bit of a scoot through the gardens as well to find the trout stream that we hadn't found yesterday, and while we think we found it, there's no actual trout in the stream as it's not big enough, or we were looking at the wrong stream. I should mention as well, which I forgot to mention previously, the garden where the conservatory and the hedge maze are located was designed by Joseph Paxton, and he was hired by the 6th Duke of Devonshire, and his wife actually oversaw a lot of the work that was done in the gardens. Now, while I'm speaking of gardens and landscaping, Lancelot Capability Brown is very well known for his gardens in a lot of these country estates. He redesigned landscapes at Chatsworth for the 4th Duke of Devonshire between the late 1750s and 1765. Capability Brown's signature features were smooth rolling grasslands up the house, natural looking lakes, trees planted singly, in belts, in clumps, up hills, along driveways, all with carefully planned out views. The approach that we have today towards Chatsworth is all because of Capability Brown. He made sure to give the house a view of the river by adding a dam to raise the level of the River Derwent, creating a almost natural looking lake the way it sits in the valley. And I'm sure you will hear about Capability Brown a lot too, as he is responsible for other stately home gardens. But Chatsworth was one of his first contracts that he did independently as a gardener. I do also have a story about the Cavendish banana. The banana was actually given to the Cavendish family, and that is why, well, it was the most popularized banana form, and it is still the banana we are eating these days. However, with it not having any seeds, it actually can't propagate on its own, so all bananas are a clone of themselves, which makes them fairly susceptible to diseases, etc. So we may be losing the Cavendish banana, but if you want to know more about the Cavendish banana, you can do your own research there. I'm going to pop off. You enjoy the rest of the video. Watch along, enjoy the pictures, and I will see you in the next one. Toodaloo!